the main character, he's wearing blue, right? And Keith David's character is wearing purple.
Yeah.
So if we go to the
chakra
system,
colors,
right? He's like basically his conscious, but he's still fighting against, because his whole thing was he just wanted things to stay the same.
But what's brown in the?
What do you mean?
What's brown in the chakra system?
There is no brown.
There is no brown. That's what I'm saying. So what do you?
He was wearing purple.
Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you get brown from?
I don't know why I just said brown.
It's because he's black.
No, wait. Where's blue? This is the throat.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I said brown.
Yeah, I was so confused. But anyway, brand new.
You been up to anything? Have you done anything new? Anything exciting? Anything noteworthy?
I watched They Live.
Let's go.
I did my homework.
Let's go. All right. All right. Before we get into the comedy recap, last week we did promise that there would be a review led by Dante. Yeah. of They Live. If you haven't seen it, why didn't you catch up on your homework, you bitch asses? They Live is an 80s movie starring Roddy Piper, filmed and directed and written by John Carpenter. It is technically a sci-fi, but the way the director, writer, creator of the movie describes it, it's a documentary. And essentially, it's the movie where, the glasses concept comes from, or when you put on the glasses, you can see the world for how it really is. That's They Live. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's where Obey comes from.
So you did your homework, bruh. Did you see it though on the wall?
I did. Yeah, they had the big poster.
The clothing company Obey, which I guess isn't as popular now as it used to be, but
it's very 2012.
Like 18, 19, 2019, maybe just before the pandemic, I guess. Maybe a little bit before then. Yeah, 17, 18, around there. The anti-establishment, which is hilarious because it's a corporate clothing company. Anyways, whatever. Do you know what the face is, though, of the Obey logo? So the word Obey came from the movie They Live. But you know the logo of Obey, how there's a face?
It's like a black and white face?
Yeah, you know whose face that is?
John Carpenter?
Nope. It is a wrestler.
No, how would I don't know no wrestlers.
Who's like some of the most famous wrestlers you know from back in the day? Like
Hogan.
Obviously you say Hulk Hogan.
Kofi Kingston.
That's
Well, he wasn't famous? What is this?
Yo, I just blew people's speakers out with that. Holy shit. My apologies. My laughter is obnoxious. What the fuck? This nigga said Kofi Kingston. I'm trying to get people from like our childhood. Well,
my childhood, he was...
Damn, I'm not that much older than you, bro. Don't do that to me right now. From my childhood. You bitch ass nigga. You trying to make me sound like a fucking dinosaur up in this bitch. I'm not that old. All right? Kofi Kingston is not from his childhood. Maybe from your teens.
No, I was a child.
Stop that. How old were you when Kofi Kingston was popping?
10.
Shit. Then I must have been... No, bro. How long has Kofi been in the business?
I don't know. I just...
Yo, good at that wrestling shit. He's Jamaican. You fucking guy.
Wasn't you that told me he wasn't even Jamaican? He was like Nigerian.
Yeah, he's Ghanaian.
Ghanaian.
So he used to talk like this, man. Yo, man, I'm gonna beat you up, dog. Yo, Wagwan, brother. Yo, Undertaker, I'm gonna fuck you up, man. Yeah, and then literally, I swear to you, 1 week, like the next week, he just started talking in his regular voice, and they had to bring it up. It was so awkward that they, like Triple H, you know Triple H?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
know Triple H.
Yeah, so they were all in the ring together.
Okay.
Him and a bunch of guys, and then he's just like, "Yo, guys, that's not what we should be doing." And everyone just looked at him, and then Triple H is like, "Hey, aren't you Jamaican?" He's like, "No, man." All right, and that's wrestling, bro. Yeah. And they're like, "All right," and he's not Jamaican anymore. Wow. Yeah, I know. Kofi Kingston was like probably the last black man that had to deal with Vince McMahon antics in terms of like the so on the nose racial stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have dreadlocks. You can't be from Africa. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have dreadlocks. Yeah, you're Jamaican. Yeah. You do a Jamaican accent. You better do a Jamaican accent or you're fired. Bro, you don't know wrestling? That is such a pitch perfect fucking you're fired, bro.
Yeah. I don't know.
So the face from Obey
is Vince McMahon?
No, it's Andre the Giant. Do you know that guy?
Yeah.
The fucking
the Giant.
The eighth wonder of the world type bullshit. He was
He was in The Princess Bride.
Correct. I think that role was made for him too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a giant. At that time, especially, there was pretty much only one giant that was like famous.
Yeah.
You got to get him.
Yeah.
You know, he sounded like like he couldn't say Hulk Hogan. Yeah. He would be like R.I.P. a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not making fun. Not punching down.
You're punching up.
I'm punching up into heaven because that's where he is. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so continue on with your review of They Live. First of all, star rating. Do we do 5 or do we do 10?
I like to do 10 just because you can get a little bit.
Well, but then do you do decimals?
No.
Okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
I was gonna say because you can get a little bit more granular. You know, you can get a little more precise.
Okay.
When you do 10, whereas 5 is every 20% or whatever. So I give it like message wise or movie wise, like.
Well, movie wise first. Let's start with that because the message transcends the movie. It's its own thing.
Okay. I'd give it a solid 7.
Okay.
7 out of 10.
For old timey movies, I would agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of nostalgia for it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it a little younger, I guess, when I was a little younger. You bitch.
Yeah.
Not even that much younger, but like I did see it. I don't know, like early 20s.
Early 20s? That's when you first saw it?
Yeah.
When did it come out?
80s.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you didn't watch it when it.
I didn't watch it when I was a kid.
Okay.
High school, my conspiracy days, but I can't remember my first watching, so I'll say my 20s. I remember watching in my 20s for sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw it because in high school I was tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
I was on fucking 4chan and all the message boards and shit. Like, what's going on in the world? Yeah. Oh my god, aliens. And now the government is like, what's going on in the world? Oh my god, aliens. I'm like, yo, first of all, government, if they're talking about it now, if I was on that 20 years ago, the government's already fucking 8 billion years past that shit. So whatever, you fall for it if you want. My star rating out of 10, I'd probably say an 8.
Okay.
I can't give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
There are some it's not even that there are some issues. It's just not a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
I feel like
what would you rank a 10 out of 10 like? And then I'll give you the breakdown of the movie, but like just so we know like
what would be like a 10 out of 10 in terms of messaging and like movie.
Well, you're saying the message transcends.
Yeah, so
regardless,
just
movie.
Yo, I haven't really thought about movies like this. I don't even know if I would give much a 10.
Okay.
You know, like
I think
when I was younger, I would have been like, yeah, this is a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Interstellar.
That's the one for me.
Yeah, see, Interstellar. That's so funny for you too. Yeah. That's crazy. That's how you know. Yeah, we're friends for a reason. Obviously, we're fucking talking metaphysical conversations all the time.
Yeah.
So Interstellar actually is it for you too? Yeah. Because we didn't pre-plan this conversation.
No, but that one's a 10 for me because one thing I like about it is that it's so scientific that it's religious.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And for those that have the eyes to see, they'll be able to.
Yes, brother.
Yes, brother.
Preach, brother. If you have the eyes to see,
and the
you will
ears
see.
To hear.
If you have the ears to hear, you will hear. But if you do not, then you will not.
But I love the visuals. Like that was one of the.
I love the smokiness of the movie.
The smokiness.
It's just smoke. It's like 80s, bro. It's like there was somebody smoking cigarettes right behind the camera lens. Just like that hazy.
Yeah, there's like graininess.
Yeah, I love that. The older I get, the more I love that. The
grain.
The granular fucking nigga. Just it's like texture,
Yeah.
But continue.
Yeah.
I'll try and let this be mostly a you review since.
Okay, so back to the review. one thing that like really tripped me out.
Yeah.
That even though it was from the 80s,
Yeah.
the world that the movie starts in is still the same world that we live in today.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So like he comes in, he's a lonely traveler. He comes in by himself. He's like, I'm just looking for work. Da 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 da. There's no jobs. Then he lives in a commune with people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like we see that all around here. Just
Oh, it's 10 cities everywhere. Yeah.
yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, dang, like it's really a documentary.
It's really a documentary, bro.
You know, and so there's that, and then I like how, you know, and say what you will, you know, the listeners, but the
what you
hideout,
say?
the hideout.
That's for the white listeners. Oh, that you only meant well. Yo, when that song comes on, white girls get wet. It's crazy. Sorry. You're talking about an 80s conspiracy movie. Somehow I made it about wet white girls. All right.
The hideout was in the church, right? So that's another thing that I picked up on. It's like the hideout was in the church, but they weren't preaching. You know what I mean? Like because you would still people go to church and then okay, it's service and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But they were in the church trying to fight for the truth. So I thought that was interesting. Like that was their hideout. Like
that was the base of operation. That was the
base.
HQ.
That's where
the glasses were manufactured. That's where they had the meetings and all that shit.
Yeah.
Now I do want to ask you: Did you notice anything about anyone from the church later on?
What do you mean? Like that? In what way?
So the white guy from the church, did you notice him pop back up later on in the movie?
Which white guy?
The main guy that was fucking. So there was the black pastor, and there was the chubby white guy.
So, you mean the one that was on the TV?
No, not the TV guy. The guy that was like helping the pastor.
Later on, because they were hiding out in the hotel, and because then he saw the black guy with the glasses. Like, what does this nigga do with the glasses? Yeah. And then he follows him into the hotel, where they're hiding out after.
Yeah, but he ended up joining.
He joined
the elites. Did you notice that? The guy who started the movement and with the glasses. So not the pastor, but and not the white guy on the TV.
No, he was
the guy that was helping the pastor.
Yeah.
And it was leading the movement or whatever, and who had the glasses.
I didn't realize that was him.
So that was him.
Is that why he recognized
he sold out? Correct. That's why he recognized them.
How did he
That's why he recognized them, because he ended up selling out, and then he tried to get them to be like, "Don't you see that joining is much easier?" Yeah, bro. There's a lot in that movie, bro.
There is a lot, because I was wondering, like, where does he recognize him from? So maybe because there was also the guy that had like the Italian like mobster hair.
Yeah.
Right. That's not him.
No.
So it was a different guy. So I must have missed that guy earlier on. But I was wondering.
Italian mobster hair. I'm trying to think of who that is.
The dude that spotted them in the hotel.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. Like he was like the one leading the movement in the second location, which the white lady sold them out to, and never brought the Gestapo.
They brought him down.
Stuff. But yeah, it was a good movie. The action, like I thought it was wild that he like just starts like blasting people in the bank. You know what I mean? Just,
yeah, bro. Like, iconic line, by the way. That is an iconic movie line. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
I didn't know that.
And I'm all out of gum.
I didn't know that's where I was from. And I'm like, this is the original.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's not Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem got it from They Live.
No, I didn't. I always knew that Duke Nukem stole it from somewhere because Duke Nukem is a parody.
There's a parody of,
right? So but I didn't know it was from They Live. So when I saw that, I'm like,
a lot of stuff comes from They Live.
Yeah.
Whether it be like on the nose or in the background, but that story is like, you know.
And the one-liners, this movie just the main guy just drops. He like speaks in one-liners and like he's
the main guy.
Yeah.
So Roddy Piper is a wrestler.
He was a wrestler.
He was a wrestler.
Oh,
he was, and he's probably still considered to this day. He passed away.
Roddy
Piper. That's him. Oh. The mouthpiece, the hot rod. That was his name. And
that's where Ronda Rousey.
While they were filming the movie, he actually wrote on like 3 sheets of paper. John Carpenter talks about this. He's like, he gave me a bunch of his lines that he used in the wrestling world.
Okay.
And I looked through them and I'm like, yo, this is great writing. None of them really fit.
Yeah.
But Roddy wrote that line, I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. He used it in wrestling. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Yeah. So he used that in wrestling. Mm-hmm. And then John Carpenter read that on the paper that he gave him. And he's like, that I know where to put that line.
He's like, someone cooked here.
Yo, bro, let him cook.
Let him cook.
But yeah, Roddy is iconic on the microphone, bro. Even if you don't watch wrestling, super entertaining guy to just watch talk on the mic and just talk trash about people. Okay. R.I.P. Roddy, absolute legend. I'm so glad I grew up getting to see that guy work and the influence that he's had on the business since. But not to make this about wrestling.
I was wondering, like, this guy is like way more jacked than everybody.
Else. Yeah, he was straight off of like a WrestleMania fucking weekend, bro. And before we because I don't want to spend too much time on the movie, but we obviously got to talk about the fight scene.
Yeah.
And just the symbolism behind the fight scene. If you've never seen the movie They Live, well, first of all, we just spoiled the shit out of it for you. And it's from the 80s anyways, nigga. Like, come on, bro. Catch up.
Yeah.
There's a scene. So essentially, if you haven't caught the gist, the whole plot line of the movie is there's a whole group of elites, that run the world secretly. And there's like a resistance group. They create these glasses, literally these physical glasses, and when you put the glasses on, you can see reality for how it really is. So in the movie, they depict this by like there's being a bunch of billboards and shit, newspapers, and even people, that are just walking around and everything looks all normal, and like the billboard will say like vacation to wherever the fuck, and then you put the glasses on. And then it says consume. It's like eat, sleep, die. Like on the money. This is your God. Yeah. I love that. I love that one. This is your God.
But one thing I noticed.
One more thing with the glasses too. The elites in the movie, when you're wearing the glasses, they literally look like lizard people, which doesn't help conspiracies. But I think that's why they purposely use that.
Well, I thought not all of the elites were lizard people because there were still regular people like that guy.
Well, not everybody was an elite.
No, but when you get to the underground spot, right? Because everyone's all debonair and dressed up. Everyone's at the Grammy Award show. You know what I mean? Just like there was regular people, and then there's aliens.
But what I think that symbolizes is that normal people will like.
No, but here's another thing, because they say, or the guy that was like giving them the grand tour, he's like, yeah, so they come here, they're interdimensional
beings, and they fucking space travel and all that shit.
Space travel, they give them their technology, they give them their resources and stuff in exchange for whatever it is they want. So there are some people that were the aliens, but then there's also still the humans.
The support. That's what I was saying.
They're aliens.
Exactly. And that's how the guy that's the sellouts.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like you join the system. But it's like if you're a regular Joe Schmo, and then you like regular Joe Schmoes, unless they're picked or usually make some sort of deal with someone or something, don't make it to the top, bro. You know, in anything, there's systems set up in place.
Yeah.
Usually it's people that come from generational something, whether it be wealth, knowledge, or access or something. Usually you're tapped in.
Yeah.
And that's what the beautiful message of that movie is. But to go back to that fight scene, bro, there's a whole fight scene in this movie that is at least 15 to 17 minutes long.
Yeah, it was like 10% of the movie.
Bro, the messaging behind that. And you know, the first time I watched that movie, I didn't even take that in. It was like the third time I saw it where my mind was blown. I really understood what the fuck I was watching. So Roddy, the main character, he has this other coworker or whatever that he meets in the movie.
Yeah.
And after he puts on the glasses and starts to see the world for how it really is, he's trying to show the guy the glasses. He's like, "Yo,
actor's name again?
Keith Davidson. Keith Davidson. Yes, Keith Davids or Keith Davidson. One of the two. I think it's Keith Davids. It's one of the two. If you ever played the video game Saints Row, he was like the guy who started the Saints. But he refused to put on the glasses, and what the metaphor here is most people refuse to see the world for how it really is. And so Roddy literally had to, the fight scene was 15 minutes long. This nigga was trying to beat the fuck out of him and force him to wear the glasses. but he refused to wear the glasses. So they went, and that's literally you trying to show somebody the truth and them resisting.
Yeah.
Like that's what the whole fight scene represents. And even by the end of the fight, did you notice that he still didn't put on the glasses? The only way that he got the glasses put on him was by force. They went through that whole fight, and even at the end of the fight, he had to beat the shit out of him, knock him unconscious, and then put the glasses on him, which is literally how life is, bro. Most people refuse to just see what is in front of them until, like, usually it's too late or they're beat the fuck up. And man, that movie's just fire. Even though we've explained it, like, it's still worth a watch because we didn't do it justice.
So here's another thing that I think most people probably won't pick up on, but like for the majority of the movie, the main character, he's wearing blue, right? And Keith David's character is wearing purple.
Yeah.
So if we go to the
chakra colors,
system, right? He's like basically his conscious, but he's still fighting against, because his whole thing was he just wanted things to stay the same.
But what's brown in the?
What do you mean?
What's brown in the chakra system?
There is no brown.
There is no brown. That's what I'm saying. So what do you?
He was wearing purple.
Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you get brown from?
I don't know why I just said brown.
It's because he's black.
No, wait. Where's blue? This is the throat.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I said brown.
Yeah, I was so confused. But anyway.
Way to just derail it, Zeus.
No, but so blue, right, is the throat. So this guy's trying to speak the truth. He's trying to, hey, wake up.
Good point.
And he's trying to wake up the crown chakra. But the crown chakra, he's basically like, nah, man, I want to stay the same. Like, I don't want to rustle no feathers. I have a family back in a different town. I got to send the money.
Like with the Western Union line.
Yeah, exactly. So, so you're right. He's fighting against, and I think that scene is also could be seen as an internal battle as well, because sometimes your body...
Well, yeah, it's representative of a lot of different... Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because he's like trying to put it on, and your body be like, no, don't do it. I want to stay the same. I want to be comfortable. Like, to
me, the perfect phrase that encapsulates that scene is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink.
Yeah.
And that's life, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 7 out of 10 for Dante, 8 out of 10 for me. Worth a watch, regardless, just in terms of its place in movie history. And like, man, it'll really freak you out, given that it came out all the way back then, but it's exactly what's taking place today, which is most like all media. What's up, beautiful people? Thank you for watching this. If you like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification button. We got new podcast episodes every Wednesday, comedy clips and segment clips throughout the week. Follow me. I'm aka Black Zeus on all social media. Dante is Person1Prod. And, stay beautiful. Peace, peace.